The Terra ecosystem is roaring. There are dozens of applications that are currently being built, in development, and some amazing ones that are now live. It's an exciting time to be part of the Terra community. Last week, a new application was added to this ecosystem, and it's called Pylon Protocol. Today, we're going to talk about what it is and how it works. So as always, let's get straight to it. Pylon is the latest application to be added to the Terra ecosystem following Chai, Anchor, and Mirror. And don't worry if you haven't heard about them, because I'll make some videos about them in the near future. Pylon are essentially creating a new mechanism for the exchange of value between companies and their services and their customers or users by using yield integration rather than the usual one-off value transfer model. But what does that actually mean? You see, Pylon's concept comes from the housing market in Korea. What usually happens in Korea if someone wants to rent a property is they have to pay something called a jeonse. A jeonse is essentially a key money deposit where the renter usually pays about 75% of the house value up front. The landlord then uses this money, invests it, and uses it for various different things. But then at the end of the tenancy, the renter gets all of that money back. This is the system that Pylon have decided to use. It's a system in which we can deposit money, a key money deposit, access various different services, and then at the end of our contract, we can receive our money back. The idea for Pylon is to swap payments in principle with payments in cash flow, and they're using another application on the Terra ecosystem called Anchor to do so, but we'll get back to Anchor in a bit. One of the issues with traditional financial instruments is that not only are the yields low, they struggle to integrate with open protocols, softwares, widgets, not to mention they all have fees. Pylon is paving the way for DeFi to unleash its true potential. So how exactly does it work? Essentially, there's two groups: the businesses, the organizations, and the creators, and the users. Creators, businesses, organizations, they're going to create contracts with custom lockup times and incentives, and users like you and me will be able to deposit into those contracts directly using UST. By doing so, we'll receive DP tokens, which stands for Deposit Provider Tokens, which we can redeem back to UST at the end of our contracts. Now, in case you haven't heard of Anchor, it's essentially another application built on Terra, and it works like a bank. They currently offer a fixed 19 to 20% yield on stablecoins like UST. The money that we deposit, me and you being the users, into Pylon will go directly into Anchor's earn section or their vault. So all in all, what can we, the users, expect to receive out of Pylon? With Pylon deposits, we can expect to interact with fan Patreon contracts like things like Twitch memberships, Patreon, and even OnlyFans. We've also got subscription-based models, so things like Netflix, Amazon Prime, even Spotify, newspaper subscriptions, charities, even property to some extent in the form of real estate, cars, and luxury items. I think the potential for something like Pylon is huge, especially if they partner up with these big companies, where we, the users, will be able to just deposit money, receive these services, and at the end of the contract, get our money back. Pylon is not just limited to this deposit-based platform, there's quite a bit more going for it. They've also created a feature called the Pylon Gateway, which is essentially a launch pad for future projects built on Terra using a kind of stake to invest model. It's a great way to invest in new projects, new launches, without having the risk of losing capital. The way it works simply is essentially you stake your tokens and the rewards are paid with the launches of these new projects. Now, I'm not too sure about the exact intricacies of how it will work and which kind of projects are going to launch. Pylon is very new, it's only been out for just over a week, and of course there's going to be a lot more development coming to it. I think the platform is exciting, it has a huge potential, and even right now you can stake and provide LP and earn quite a nice reward as well. Right now is very early days, and I think with progression and development, Pylon can become something very big. Its success will depend upon whether they can integrate some of those big companies that I mentioned earlier within their services, so that people like you and me can use their services without actually paying anything. Well, we will pay, but then we get the money back at the end. And I think that key money deposit idea is so cool, so interesting. Never seen anything like it. And yeah, I look forward to seeing what Pylon can do. You can find more information if you join the Telegram, or if you go onto their website as well. They've got a few articles there. Maybe there'll be some more videos in the future. I can potentially make some more about some of the developments and some of the new projects that are obviously launching on it as well. If that's something you're interested in, let me know in the comment section below. As always, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back with another video soon.